Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Five-star wide receiver Carnell Tate has reached a decision according to his Instagram story. That decision is coming soon. Now, if you ask Ohio State fans, they're going to tell you it's Ohio State. There's no questions asked. He is going to Ohio State. A lot of people in the Tennessee fan base, we feel that he is a Vol lock. Now, he put out a cryptic tweet yesterday that conveniently went out just a fraction of a moment before the Instagram story. And I think that tweet is very interesting because I think he is targeting one specific fan base. We'll get into it. We'll take a look at that tweet and we'll talk about his recruitment. But as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, it helps the channel. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders. We are fans just like you guys. For the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. So let's jump into it, talk about Carnell Tate. This is an article from 24/7 Sports. Says five-star VAWLS wide receiver target Carnell Tate moving closer to commitment date. Says Carnell Tate revealed Tuesday night that he's planning to announce his college decision in the not-too-distant future. The five-star class of 23 wide receiver from IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida, posted on his Instagram story that he intends to make his choice as early as next week, hinting that he's preparing to film a commitment video. I hope he's calling up Austin Price as we speak. Here's the quote from Carnell. Says, when I find a videographer, I'll drop the commitment date. Should be next week or the week after. So again, he's made his decision. A commitment is coming. When you go look at the On3 recruiting prediction machine, Tennessee's still way out front at 60%. But again, those Ohio State Buckeye fans still believe that they are the team to beat. We're going to get into the tweet from Carnell Tate here in just a moment. The article goes on to say the 6'2", 185-pound Tate has visited Tennessee four times since late November, and twice within the past 2 months. The VAWLS hosted him on his official the weekend of April 9th, and again, that's when Nico, all hands were on deck. Nico was in town. That's when they really showed Carnell Tate what this program is all about. Then he returns to Knoxville May the 14th. That's when you saw him at the baseball game with Josh Heupel. I really feel like that's where they sealed the deal. That's where they got it done. That's just one man's opinion. It says here both predictions on 24/7 Sports Crystal Ball point to Ohio State as the favorite to land Tate, who has received scholarship offers from more than 35 schools. In March, he named the top five, consisted of Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Notre Dame, and Tennessee. LSU also hosted him on an official visit. Now, if you go over to on3.com, again, you talk about predictions. Every recruiting site is different. 24/7 does have the crystal ball going to Ohio State. When you jump over to On3, there are three predictions. Jerry Hamilton, Spencer Holbrook, and Jeremy Birmingham all predict him to Ohio State. Around 55-75%. Chad Simmons, director of recruiting at On3, has the prediction going to Tennessee. Wrapping up the article here, it says a Chicago area native who transferred to IMG Academy last year. Tate is rated as a five-star prospect in the 24/7 Sports Composite, where he is ranked as the number 28 overall prospect and number 3 wide receiver in the class of 23. Now, worth noting, Rivals.com just recently did their bumps, and Carnell Tate is now ranked as the top wide receiver in the country. Now, let's go take a look here at the tweet. I'm going to throw it up on the screen because, again, I went in hard. I went in hard on Ohio State. Why? Why did I go in hard on Ohio State? Because I think it's convenient that you've got their head coach in the media talking about the need for NIL money and that we need $13 million. You've got clips of Nick Saban in the media talking about how we need money. We've got to have money. They don't like NIL. Who's not in the media? Who is not complaining about NIL? Who is not complaining about money in college football? That's Tennessee, because now it's legal. It's not done under the table where there's kind of a cap. There's kind of a limit. Now it's all out in front of your face. Everybody knows what's going on. Tennessee can flash big-time deals like an $8 million deal to your quarterback. Allegedly, that's what we're hearing, $8 million to Nico Iamaleava, and that just it puts up the bat signal for guys like Carnell Tate, guys like Francis Mauigoa. They know Tennessee has the cash. They can compete in the NIL market. And the number one argument that I hear from Ohio State fans is about developing talent. How many wide receivers that Ohio State is put into the NFL. And that's the only thing that matters. If you want to get to the league, you've got to come to Ohio State. We are the only team in the country that can develop wide receivers. That is the number one argument I've heard over the last couple of weeks in talking about NIL, in talking about Carnell Tate, in talking about recruiting. So I find it funny. Here is the tweet, the cryptic tweet from Carnell Tate that went up yesterday afternoon. He says, you can go to the league and be a first-round pick anywhere. Again, Carnell Tate, according to Rivals, the number one wide receiver in the country, basically putting it out there on social media that I can go play anywhere I want to play and I can get to the league. Now, everybody thinks that this recruitment is coming down to Ohio State and it's coming down to Tennessee. And again, maybe I'm buying into this more than other people because I am on a public platform. I see all the comments. I hear from the Ohio State fans that tell me that if you want to get developed, you got to go through Ohio State. Carnell Tate puts it out there and says, no, you don't. You can go to the league. You can be a first-round pick anywhere in the country. Shortly after he puts this out, he goes to Instagram. He says the decision has been made. Is Carnell Tate putting the Ohio State fan base on blast? Is he putting them on notice and saying, I'm going somewhere else because I can get to the league and I can be a first-round pick anywhere in the country? Now, I think he realizes if he does choose Tennessee, when he does choose Tennessee, I think he realizes he is going to be developed. He does have an opportunity to get to the league. He's talked at length about the importance of having a big-time quarterback committed in his class. Well, say no more. Nico Iamaleava is in the boat, and I think that is a big factor as well in Carnell Tate's decision-making. Now, we get him in the boat. Where do we go from here? You look at the class of 23, it is starting to build up. You've got Nico in the boat, 5-star quarterback. Caleb Herring, 4-star edge rusher, number one player in the state of Tennessee. I can't beat that into the ground enough, how important that is for me to land the number one player in the state of Tennessee. You've also got Ethan Davis, 4-star tight end out of Georgia, the 6th-ranked tight end in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. You've also got 4-star Sylvester Smith in the boat at the safety position. But now, if you can get Carnell Tate in the boat, now you've got Nico. He's got a couple of weapons with Ethan Davis and then Carnell Tate. Now you get Francis. Now we're going after big Francis Mauigoa. That's the next guy. If we can get Carnell Tate in the boat, now you go get big Francis. And this class really starts to take shape. And I think Tennessee could be looking at a possible top 5 to top 3 class if they can land Carnell Tate, if they can continue to build this momentum. But look, I want to hear from you guys. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts on the Carnell Tate tweet. Was that directed at any specific fan base, or was that Carnell Tate just putting it out there? Because again, look, I've talked about it on this channel. I've talked about what Josh Heupel did with Cedric Tillman, a guy who went from 8 catches in 3 years to being a 1,000-yard receiver. I've talked about what he did with VAWLS Jones, a guy that returned kicks at USC, comes to Tennessee. Josh Heupel moves him to the slot, gets him to the NFL. I've talked a lot about player development, and I do believe that it is important. But I also find it comical that all the Ohio State fans, that's all I've heard from them in regards to Carnell Tate. They don't want to talk about NIL. They just want to talk about wide receivers and player development and how many guys Ohio State has put in the league. So hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Is Boogie reaching here? Is Boogie reaching, or is Boogie a little fired up because he's seen the comments? Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. Got the brand new merch. A lot of you guys are picking that up. We appreciate that. Also, thank you to all the members of the channel. You guys continue to flock to that, and we appreciate it. You can support what we do. Hit that join button right down below. It's right beside subscribe. Hit that join button for as little as 99 cents a month. You get access to custom Talkin' VAWLS emojis. You get access to fan call-in shows, or you can donate a little more all the way up to 10. You can call yourself elite. But regardless, whether you just show up and watch the videos, we appreciate it. We thank you. You guys make this channel what it is. That's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.